Three questions. Okay.
Yeah.
The first one, okay, just to know from you why it's so important to fight against the GMOs. As you know that we in this region, we are directly involved in this.
Well, there are three reasons that it's an imperative to fight against GMOs. First, because GMOs have only one objective: to take control over the seed supply and the food supply. And any monopoly on seed and food is ecocidal and genocidal. Second, because GMOs aren't delivering in any case. They haven't increased production, they haven't reduced the use of toxic chemicals, they've increased the use of pesticides and herbicides, and they've actually created super pests and super weeds. And the third is there is now enough evidence to show that there is harm to human health. The fact that not enough studies are done doesn't prove safety. And the fact that every scientist who does the study is squashed and silenced doesn't make GMOs safe.
Okay. And second thing, just because, you know, all around the world there's been many people fighting against them, farmers, activists, so on. And we have this problem then on the, as you just said in the conference, that on the 5th October there will be this Fidenato who planted illegally the GMOs here announced that he wants to harvest the thing. So you said very strong words about the thing of the idea that what the people, even against the decision of Europe, high level decision, corporated law, and the difference against what the people is living, no? So.
You know, my inspiration has been Gandhi, who in 1901, against the laws that were legalizing racism in South Africa through the apartheid regime, had said that we have to oppose unjust law. And as long as the superstition exists that unjust law must be obeyed, so long will slavery exist. And so on 9/11, in 1901, he refused to obey the laws of apartheid by not wearing the badge that demonstrated the race of people. The kind of unlawful actions that Monsanto is pushing, using individual farmers to break communities, to subvert decisions of regions, and using the European Commission and the European Court of Justice to impose its unjust laws. That's exactly the time when the fight for truth is needed for liberation. In the area of seed and GMOs, we call it seed satyagraha. Satyagraha is Gandhi's word for the fight for truth. And the European Commission will continue to act for Monsanto if it doesn't hear from the citizens of Europe that we have a higher truth to obey. The truth of protecting biodiversity, the truth of our food sovereignty, the truth of our democratic decisions, and the truth of our national constitutions that give us the decentralized decision making, especially in the area of agriculture. It isn't for an accident that in India and in Italy, agriculture has been left to the regions to decide, because agriculture is so diverse. The culture of food is so diverse. So I think the time has come to tell every institution, every individual who is extending the unjust law of patents on seed and GMOs to say we will not obey, because we have higher laws to obey.
Thanks a lot. Just last question, because there are some friends, some activists who 3 years ago, when this farmer tried for the first time to introduce GMOs, did an initiative and went there just stepping over the field to destroy. Then in the end it was even destroyed by another court, that harvest of 3 years ago. But still, in the near future, these activists will be there, will have on their charge a case in front of the court because they disobeyed. So just as you are so well esteemed and a writer and know all over the world, it's just an opinion, because I think that is the world upside down when people fighting for truth are they called in front of the court as if they committed a crime?
Well, given that Monsanto has a huge influence on governments, on courts, whenever people have acted in terms of defending their rights, Monsanto has come down very strong. But I want to remind you that in '98, when Monsanto entered illegally into India, I worked with regional governments who uprooted the illegal cotton planting. I was in Belgium recently at the European Parliament to work with the parliamentarians to stop the Monsanto law of seed monopolies by centralizing seed approvals and criminalizing diversity in farmers' rights. In Belgium, activists who uprooted a GM potato trial are facing court. In Philippines, farmers uprooted the trials of golden rice in Erie. So everywhere people are being compelled to do this kind of action, because when institutions don't do their work, then what else do people do? But for the 2nd of October, I do suggest that all of you collectively, all the institutions that have organized this evening, collectively surround that field with symbols like the Pordenone, the Literature Festival as here has, in a Pordenone with love, you know. So say seeds with love, agriculture with love, and surround it so that there are not just one or two of you, but hundreds of you.
Yes, we will keep disobeying and resisting.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.